Do you wanna cook? Today I will show you a traditional dish. It is kinda Russian, but originally it is a Ukrainian soup called Borcht. But it has been in Russian cuisine for so long that it has now become traditional in both Russia and Ukraine. Let's cook. Pour cold water into a large saucepan, 7 liters. You will need a piece of beef with a bone. You can also make vegetarian borscht. In this case, skip the whole part with meat. Then the water in the saucepan will boil. Switch it to low heat and continue to boil so that the broth becomes transparent and clean. You need to carefully remove the scale with a spoon from the surface of the boiling water. Add a bay leaf. You will need 1 large onion, a medium head of cabbage, 500 grams of beets, about 300 grams of carrots. This will be 2 or 3 medium carrots, 500 grams of potato, oil for frying vegetables, and tomato paste. Parsley and dill with sour cream for serving. First, you will need to cut the onion into small square pieces. I fry it first, but I will add it in the end. Pour oil into a hot frying pan, about 2 tablespoons. When it is hot, sauté the onion. For spices and herbs, I use salt, black pepper, and a mixture of herbs from Georgian cuisine called Khmeli-suneli, my signature ingredient. The onion is ready, then the pieces become more transparent and golden. You might want to add the garlic. Chop or squeeze the garlic into the onions 2 minutes before ready. Next, chop the beetroot. Some people use equal amounts of carrots and beetroot. I really like beetroot. Fry on a low heat for about 5 minutes. Add some salt, some pepper, and cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. Then mix the tomato paste with water and pour the juice into the pan. Cook for another 5 minutes. Then do the same with the carrots. You also can shred it, it would be more quickly, but if you chop it, the vegetable can give more juice to the soup. I prefer not to mix carrots and beets while cooking. Later, I will tell you why. When the beet, carrots and onions cooked and the meat is in slow boiling, you can start to cut the cabbage. Start to add vegetables into a broth an hour before the meat is ready. For a beef to be cooked, it has to be boiled for 4 hours. For a pork, it would be 2 hours. You put the cabbage, add the salt, add a bay leaf. Clean the potato and chop into cubic pieces. When the broth starts boiling with meat and cabbage, add the potato. I always add a salt by trying boiling soup after adding every ingredient, because some vegetables are more sweet, some are not. The taste has to be sweet, sour and salty, as you like. When it starts boiling again, add the carrots and half of beets. When you have added all the ingredients except the onion and the last half of beetroots, continue to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. The boiling should be on a low heat. Remove the meat, get rid of the bones and fat, cut into smaller pieces and add to the soup. Try the potatoes and make sure they are completely cooked. After that, add the onion, the last portion of beets. You should not let the soup boil after this. In this case, the soup will retain this burgundy color. Just leave it closed by the lid and wait till serving, half an hour or overnight. The tastiest flavor soup gains if you leave it overnight. Bon appétit!